Let's see floating point representation. This is an important topic. So why this is required? Because fixed point representation has some drawback. Here this radix point is fixed. For example, if it is fixed 8, 4, the meaning is out of 8 bits, the radix point is fixed after 4 places from right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't float it. This floating point is fixed. This radix point is fixed. Radix of decimal point is fixed. Now, because of this, we can't represent very small and very large number accurately. So, the solution is floating point representation. Here, according to IEEE 754 single precision, the format is like this. First bit is sign bit, that is responsible for negative or positive number. This will define the number is negative or positive. 0 for positive and 1 for negative. Exponent, this exponent is of 8 bit and exponent is stored in access 127. That is true exponent we can get after subtracting 127 from the stored exponent. And remaining 23 bits are for mantissa. So 23 bits for mantissa, 8 bits for exponent and 1 bit for sign bit. And the number that this representation will store is shown by -1 raised to the power sign bit into 1 dot mantissa bits. This one is implicit. This is always there, so no need to store here in mantissa. This is also called normalized form because 1 dot anything is normalized in scientific numbers. So number represented by this will be -1 raised to the power s into 1 dot mantissa into 2 raised to the power stored exponent minus is 127, which is access 127. So true exponent will be this one, e minus 127. So let's see. Suppose the stored representation is this. Now this signify what number? So let's straight away put this value here. So -1 raised to the power 0 means it is 0. So number is positive. 1 dot mantissa. So 1 dot digits here. 1 1 0 1 0 0 all 0 into 2 raised to the power stored exponent is 128, 132 and 133 minus 127 is 6. So 133 is stored and 127 is excess, so difference is true exponent. Now 1.11010 into 2 raised to the power 6, we can write like this. We can float this radix point to the right. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. After that we can place this radix point. So number is 1110100.0, which is equivalent to 116 in decimal. So to represent 116 in decimal, the representation will be like this. Let's do in reverse sequence. Let's take a number and store it in this single precision format. Let's take a number. Number is, for example, 75.5 in decimal. Let's convert it into binary first. The binary equivalent of 75 will be 64, no 32, no 16 required, 8, 64 plus 8 is 72, 74, 75 dot 0.5 into 2 is 1, so this one. This is the binary equivalent of this, and to store this in floating point representation, since number is positive, sign bit will be 0. And to represent this in normalized form, we need to represent like this 1 dot mantissa. So this can be represented 1 dot 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 into 2 raised to the power. How much? I have shifted this place 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this should be 6. So these two numbers are eventually same. because base is 2 and power is 6, so it will be shifted 6 bits towards sides. So towards right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be the same number. Now here exponent is 6. Mantissa will be this part because 1 is implicit. We need not to store here. So mantissa is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So we have sign bit with us, exponent with us, and mantissa with us. Now exponent is stored in access 127. So we need to add 127 to this 2 exponent to get 133. Now simply write this number in this format. Sign bit is 0. 133 binary will be 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. This is exponent part. Mantissa will be significant bits which are 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So only significant bits are required, later are all leading zeros up to 23 bits. So 23 bits for mantissa, 8 bits for exponent and 1 bit for sign. So now 75.5 is represented in IEEE single precision format as this. Let's see NTA NET December 2000 question on floating point. The question says decimal floating point number, which is minus 40.1, is represented using IEEE 754 32-bit representation in hexadecimal form. So as we can see, this number cannot be properly represented through fixed point representation. So that's an excellent application of floating point representation. So even with floating point number, this number cannot be exactly located, but up to a large extent this can be represented clearly. So let's see, minus 40.1. First convert this into binary. 40, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Dot. How to represent 0.1? 0.1 into 2, 0.2. Then point into 2, 0.2 into 2, 0.4. 0.4 into 2, 0.8. 0.8 into 2, 1.6. So write it 0, 0, 0, 1, and once again 0.6 into 2 is 1.2. So once more write 1. Now 0.2 into 2 is 0.4. Now the same pattern will get repeated after this. So it should be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. And again 0, 0, 1, 1. This pattern will get repeated. So we can store till we have number of bits available with this. So let's represent in this form sign, exponent and mantissa. So standard form in IEEE 754 is 1 dot mantissa. Let's convert this into 1 dot mantissa. So 1 is implicit 1 dot 0 1 0 0 0 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1, and the same pattern will repeat it. Now by how much place I have shifted this? 1 2 3 4 5. So I should write into 2 raised to the power 5. This is true exponent. Number is negative, so sign bit will be 1. So let's store it. Sign bit will be 1 for negative. Exponent is axis 127. After adding 127 to this, it will become 132. So exponent will be 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. This is biased exponent. Mantissa is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. Then double 1, then again 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 for 23 bits. So we will represent this up to 23 bits. This is 8 bit and this is single bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So this is Mantissa. 1 is implicit, so no need to store 1. Now we have to convert this into hexadecimal form. So let's see, make pair of 4 from left side. This will be C. 1, 1, 0, 0 is C. 0, 0, 1, 0 is 2 in hexadecimal. 0, 0, 1, 0 again is 2. 0, 0, 0, 0 is 0 in hexadecimal. 0, 1, 1, 0 is 6. Again 0, 1, 1, 0 is 6. 0, 1, 1, 0 is 6. And finally 0, 1, 1, 0 is also 6. So this is the hexadecimal number. Now in the option they have used 0x. 0x means the number is in hexadecimal. If it starts with 0, number is octal, number is in octal, and if it starts with 0x, number is in hexadecimal. So this option is the right answer. In hexadecimal, the number will be 0x, the way of representing hexadecimal, C2 2 0 6 6 6 6.